How do you structure a short story plot? Imagine trying to tell a story in just a few pages. How do you make sure every part works together to create a story that feels complete? That's where story structure comes in. When you plan a short story, it helps to think of it as a simple path with clear stops along the way. The most common way is using a story arc that has 5 main parts. First is the exposition. This is where you introduce the setting, the main character, and what's happening at the start. It's like setting the stage so readers know where they are and who they're following. Next is the rising action. This is where things start to get interesting. The main character faces challenges or obstacles that make the story more exciting. Each event should build on the last, making the reader want to see what happens next. For example, if your character is trying to solve a mystery, each clue or setback adds tension. Then comes the climax. This is the most intense part of the story. It's the turning point where the main conflict reaches its highest point. The character faces a big decision or challenge that will change everything. It's the moment everything has been leading up to. After the climax, the story moves into falling action. This is where things start to settle down. The consequences of the climax unfold, and the tension begins to decrease. It's like the story is winding down after the big event. Finally, there's the resolution. This part wraps everything up. It shows what happens to the character after the main event and gives the reader a sense of closure. It might reveal how the character has changed or what they've learned. In a short story, you want to keep this structure tight. Because space is limited, you should introduce the most important part of your story early on. Every scene should push the story forward or reveal something about your characters or theme. A good tip is to focus on making each event matter. Avoid adding subplots or extra details that don't serve the main story. Build tension gradually so readers stay interested. When you reach the climax, make it satisfying and meaningful. The ending should feel earned, not rushed. Remember, the goal is to connect the plot with the story's message or emotional core. The events should entertain but also say something important. By mastering these basic parts of story structure, you can craft short stories that are clear, engaging, and leave a lasting impression.